cotyledon bear paws, looking beautiful. I think it is the most adorable thing ever with the little bear paws. Everybody thinks little bear paws are adorable. I mean, what's better than that? Here is one of the pride and joys of my collection, my Pearl von Nuremberg. It's huge, it's compact, it's growing beautifully. I love it, love it, love it. Maybe next year it'll bloom, who knows. Behind it is a mystery plant, still unnamed, still don't know what it is. It's pushing out a baby over here, a little rosette. It's crazy. I used to not like this plant, and I was considering getting rid of it or giving it away, and I'm so glad I didn't, because it is just such a beautiful, surprisingly just gorgeous, striking specimen. Right next to it is my Senecio Lavender Steps. This thing was getting very tall. I had moved it to my kitchen windowsill where it etiolated, so what I decided to do is I gave it a chop right there, and it started branching out and growing wonderful new growth, and it's got more branches coming. This is a really cool plant because the leaves are growing out kind of vertically, as you can see from the branches. So good stuff there. This is my Pachycetum gansu, another prized one in my collection. They usually sell these in the big box stores, and they rot easily, they lose leaves easily. Mine has been doing very well. It's a big old plant. Maybe not most compact, but I think it has done a great job. This is another one of those woolly, fuzzy Echeverias, Echeveria setosa, I believe. Doing very well. I had beheaded my variegated ghost plant, so hopefully it will root and do a good job for me. I also purchased this plant. It's currently beheaded, and that's why it's all looking dehydrated and wrinkled. I thought it was potentially an Echeveria gibiflora decora. I didn't know what it was, but some people have been labeling as some sort of kalanchoe, so I definitely need to do more research on it. Can't tell, but it's colored up nicely since I brought it and put it under the grow lights. Right over here is an adorable aloe. I bought this thinking it was an aloe ferox, but it isn't because it doesn't have the bumps on the outside of the leaves. I'm thinking maybe it's a stone aloe. So it's not an aloe ferox, which is still on my wish list, but nevertheless, it is beautiful. Just to give you an idea, this one's, it's tiny, tiny, tiny and adorable. Right back here is, I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is an Echeveria or some sort of Pachyveria. Again, I had beheaded it, etiolated some more. Now it stopped etiolating, so I plucked it, and it's, again, looks like one of those Korean succulent thingies. Let us move on. Right over here is a ruffled Echeveria that I don't know the exact name for. This is a baby from a plant that a friend gave me. Looks good. Here is my Crassula perforata Ivory Towers. Really like this plant. It's at this point not quite a foot tall, but it's getting there. It's got twists and turns and different intervals between the leaves, which shows you its long history. I've had it for quite some time, and just does its thing. It's magnificent, and each one of these is pushing out a pup on the bottom, which is great. I can't really get in there with my camera and show you, so I'm not going to. Okay, anyhow, my pink moonstones, another pride and joy of my collection. Of course, they're gonna be somewhat etiolated. Everything here has a history. And right next to it, the Graptovaria Fred Ives. Looking good, but I think the light is too strong for it. These bottom leaves keep kind of drying up and dropping off, but it has good new growth, nice coloring, and I have nowhere else to put it. So Right over here is my Titanopsis calcarea. These are difficult to take care of. They're a mimicry plant, probably one of the more challenging plants that I have. They grow in South Africa in these limestone outcroppings, so I actually purchased some crushed limestone to put in this. First I tried growing it in pure inorganic medium, didn't do so well, so added a little bit of good old-fashioned soil. So we shall see. It has not died. This little guy here is an Echeveria compressicolis baby. I've had the parent plant for a while and I just beheaded it. Looks kind of crappy, but over here is some sort of golden sedum that is kind of reviving. I had repotted it. Right here is my one and only peperomia that I purchased probably this time last year. I don't think it's growing the way it's supposed to. It's, I don't know, you tell me. I don't know what kind it is, but it looks very sickly. Nevertheless, it's hanging in there. So here is a leaf baby from an Echeveria tolomanensis. When I ordered the actual plant, it came, and then a week later it rotted. I propagated one of the leaves, and this actually has 3 heads, and there's the 1, 2, and 3, and it's doing very well, robust growth. Again, here's my finger for comparison. So I hope I finally get my own Echeveria tolomanensis from this little guy. Next to it is my 3-headed Pearl von Nuremberg leaf propagation that I love and that is doing very well. Over here is a smaller Echeveria Lola. I don't know if these guys can grow in a more compact form indoors because everything that I get etiolates at least a little bit and kind of grows into this Christmas tree. But at this point, I'm learning it is what it is and it's okay. Next to this is a mystery plant. I do not know what this plant is. I have never seen anything like it. I don't know if it's some sort of crassula. At first I thought it was some sort of Echeveria. It was sold to me as a baby Echeveria elegans crest, which it is definitely not. So who knows? I also don't know what this plant is. I call it my long moonstone because it's got long leaves. I had beheaded it because when I bought it, it was very etiolated, and now it looks really good. It's really pretty. I don't know what it is. If you know what it is, please let me know. Here is my Echeveria purpusorum Sammy. It's grown just ever so little from last year when I bought it, but it's adorable, it's beautiful, and it brings me joy. Last but not least, over here is my Echeveria nodulosa painted baby. Painted lady, sorry. What I meant to say is that this is a stem baby from the mother plant. The mother plant I gave away. I find that these are the most challenging to keep from etiolating under grow lights. So far so good with this baby. We'll see how it goes. I really hope that this becomes a nice big Echeveria that is not etiolated. So that's about it for the grow light. I love this thing. It brings me joy. Every morning with my coffee, I stand here and I take a look at all of these guys and examine them to make sure they're worthy of the real estate that they are on. I have also branched out and bought 2 Sansevierias, and right over here next to the grow light, these are lower light plants. I have a Sansevieria dwarf samurai. It's a pretty rare one, I guess. I really like it. So that is my one, well, technically Sansevierias, you could say they are succulents, but that is debatable, I don't know. So this is kind of the whole area for the big grow light, and I will make another tour for some of my other little areas where I grow succulents. So just to give you an idea, this kind of takes place of my big screen TV and or big fish tank in my living room. That's how I roll. I watch Netflix on my laptop. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please leave me your comments if you want to, if you know any of the names of the plants that I can't identify, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!